Life can sometimes take unexpected turns, leaving us dealing with loss and grief. It's a universal experience, something we all grapple with at some point. As Robert Frost once said, "In 3 words I can sum up everything I've learned about life: it goes on." This video aims to provide a beacon of light, a hand to hold as we navigate the murky waters of loss. We'll explore the shadows, but also seek out the sunlight. Remember, it's okay to feel the pain, but it's also important to find ways to heal and grow. Loss isn't just about death. It could be the end of a relationship, the loss of a job, or even a significant change in life. When we talk about loss, we often find ourselves thinking about the absence of a loved one through death. But loss is a broad term that encompasses many aspects of our lives. It's the end of a cherished relationship, the loss of a job that gave you a sense of purpose, or a sudden change in your life circumstances that sweeps away the comfort of familiarity. Loss is a universal experience, and it comes in many forms. Imagine you've just moved to a new city. Everything around you is unfamiliar. The streets, the buildings, even the people. You've left behind friends, family, and a community where you felt a sense of belonging. This too is a form of loss, or consider the end of a relationship. It might have been romantic, or platonic, or familial. Regardless of its nature, the ending of a relationship can lead to a profound sense of loss. You've lost not just the person, but also the shared experiences, the memories, and the future you envisioned together. And then there's the loss of a job. Whether it's a result of layoffs, a company shutdown, or a personal decision, losing a job can be a devastating experience. You lose not just your source of income, but also a piece of your identity and the daily routine that provided structure to your life. As Hilary Stanton Zunin said, "The risk of love is loss, and the price of loss is grief. But the pain of grief is only a shadow when compared with the pain of never risking love." These words remind us that while loss is painful, it is also a testament to our capacity to love, to care, and to form deep connections. Even in the midst of loss, there's an undercurrent of love that underscores the depth of our human experience. Understanding loss is not about wallowing in despair. It's about acknowledging the pain, recognizing its many forms, and accepting it as a part of our lives. It's a critical step towards healing and reclaiming our sense of self. Understanding the nature of loss is a critical step toward healing. Grief is a natural response to loss. It's a process that we all go through in our own unique way. In the midst of loss, we often find ourselves navigating through a series of emotional stages. These stages were first proposed by psychiatrist Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, who suggested that we typically process grief in 5 distinct phases: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Denial is usually the first reaction to loss. It's a defense mechanism that buffers the immediate shock, a way for us to cope and make survival possible. We block out the words and hide from the facts, trying to rationalize the overwhelming emotions. Next comes anger. As the masking effects of denial start to wear, reality and its pain re-emerge. We're not ready, and we express our intense emotion through anger. We may question "why me?" and feel an intense resentment towards others who haven't experienced the same loss. Then we start to bargain. This stage is filled with the if-only statements. We want life returned to what it was, and we live in the past, trying to negotiate our way out of the hurt. Eventually, these feelings morph into a profound sadness. This is the stage of depression. We begin to understand the true magnitude of our loss, and it sinks in on a deeper level. It's not a mental illness, but a natural response to a great loss. Finally, we reach acceptance. This doesn't mean we're okay with what happened or that we've forgotten. Instead, it signifies that we've come to understand our loss. We learn to live with it and start to move forward. Remember, these stages are not linear. You might not go through them in order, and that's okay. Grief is personal, and everyone experiences it differently. It's not about ticking off each stage, but about understanding your feelings and giving yourself permission to experience them. Acceptance doesn't mean forgetting, it means understanding and moving forward. Healing doesn't happen overnight. It involves patience, self-care, and sometimes seeking help. Let's dive into some coping mechanisms that can aid you through this challenging journey of dealing with loss. Expressing your feelings is the first step towards healing. It's important to acknowledge what you're going through, to let out the emotions that are bottled up inside you. As Robert Frost once said, "The best way out is always through." Don't shy away from your feelings. Cry if you need to, write about it, paint, sing, scream. Do whatever helps you express your emotions. The next coping mechanism is seeking support from friends and family. It's okay to lean on the people who care about you. They may not be able to fully understand what you're going through, but their presence, their willingness to listen, and their comforting words can provide a sense of solace. As the English writer G.K. Chesterton once observed, the way to love anything is to realize that it might be lost. Your loved ones are there to help you through your loss, to remind you that you are loved and you are not alone. Self-care is another crucial coping mechanism. It's easy to neglect your physical health when you're dealing with emotional pain, but remember, your body is the vessel that carries you through life. It needs to be taken care of. Eat healthily, exercise regularly, get enough sleep, and do things that you enjoy. As the saying goes, you can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first so you can continue to navigate through your journey of healing. Therapy is another option that can be incredibly helpful. It provides a safe space to express your feelings, to explore your grief, and to learn strategies to cope with your loss. As Carl Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst, once said, "I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become." A therapist can help you understand your loss, navigate your grief, and guide you towards becoming the person you choose to be. Last but not least is meditation. It can help calm your mind, focus your thoughts, and provide a sense of peace amidst the storm of emotions you may be experiencing. Grief is like the ocean. It comes on waves, ebbing and flowing. Sometimes the water is calm, and sometimes it is overwhelming. All we can do is learn to swim, said Vicky Harrison. Meditation is like learning to swim in the ocean of grief. It can help you ride the waves instead of being drowned by them. Remember, it's okay to ask for help if you're feeling overwhelmed. You don't have to go through this journey alone. Reach out, seek help, and take care of yourself. You are stronger than you think, and with time and patience, you will heal. Loss is a part of life, and it's okay to grieve. This statement, simple yet profound, is the essence of what we've been discussing. We've journeyed together through understanding loss, the process of grief, and various coping mechanisms, all of which are integral parts of dealing with loss. We started by understanding that loss is a universal experience. It's not something that happens to a select few, but rather, it's an inevitable part of our human journey. We lose people, places, and things that we hold dear. And it's normal to feel a sense of emptiness when that happens. As the famous quote by Alexander Graham Bell goes, "When one door closes, another opens. But we often look so long and so regretfully upon the closed door that we do not see the one which has opened for us." Then we delved into the process of grief. We discussed how grief is not a linear journey, but a series of stages that we move through at our own pace. Some days we might feel like we're making progress, and others, it may feel like we're back at square one. And that's okay. Grief is not a race or a competition. It's a personal journey, and it's okay to take your time. Remember the words of Rumi, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." In the following segment, we explored various coping mechanisms. We talked about the importance of seeking support, whether from friends, family, or professional help. We emphasized the importance of self-care and patience during the healing process. We also discussed how activities like journaling, exercise, and meditation can help manage grief. As the saying goes, self-care is not selfish. You cannot serve from an empty vessel. In summary, dealing with loss is a journey that takes time, patience, and self-care. It's okay to grieve, it's okay to seek help, and it's okay to take your time. Loss is a part of life. But it doesn't define us. It's a part of our journey, and it shapes us into the resilient individuals we are. In the face of loss, remember, you're stronger than you think. You're not alone, and it's okay to reach out for help. You will heal, grow, and find a new normal.